Hello everyone, my name is Asis Mainali. I'm a computer science major graduating this May from College of Engineering. I'll be presenting my project on Rust API implementation for Komodo blockchain as part of Honors Research Symposium. In this presentation, I'll discuss about the project introduction, its requirements, and my team members who helped me throughout this project. I'll be talking about the implementation process adapted throughout the project period, and also be talking about the evolution of the project in future. Komodo is an open source blockchain software that is available to developers all around the world. You can create your own chain, set up your own cryptocurrency within minutes using the Komodo software. As blockchain technology is emerging all around the world, it is imperative to bring this technology to new programming languages. Rust is a programming language built to be reliable, efficient, and secure. It is one of the emerging programming languages which has made it to the top 10 most used programming language list. I would like to thank Dr. Sajib Datta for giving us the opportunity to work on this project. I'd also like to thank our mentors, Dr. Christopher McMorrow, Vaibhav Murkut, Chris Giffey, for all the support. And I'm grateful to my team members, Kenny, Sudeep, and Scott, for making this project a reality and working together on this project. The project had three major requirements. The first requirement was to build an application programming interface API that allows the Rust developers to connect to the Komodo servers easily. The API would connect to the Komodo server using remote procedure call over hypertext transfer protocol. The API would give all the functionality available in the Komodo server. The second requirement was to build an application prototype in Rust to demonstrate the functionality of the API. The third part was to integrate the API in the application to test the API and demonstrate its functionality. The project was completed in 5 major steps. The first step was to learn Rust programming, as Rust was completely new to my team. We spent significant time learning Rust programming language. After getting comfortable with Rust, we started to develop the remote procedure call module that would connect the Rust program with the Komodo server over the internet and deliver the results back to the Rust program. The third step was to create all the functionalities available in the Komodo server in the Komodo Rust API. This would allow the developers to use any of the functionality available in Komodo server directly using our API. After the completion of third stage, we developed a web wallet utilizing the Komodo software and integrated the API to test the functionality in real life scenarios. At last, we tested and implemented security features in the application and the API itself. The API should allow Rust developers to connect to a Komodo server within a network or anywhere on the internet that is accessible using the API. The API requires the users to enter username, password, host address, or the server address for establishing a connection with the server. This information is also used to authenticate the user to the server. The API has all of the smart chain functions available in the Komodo server. It also allows the JSON data parsing for easy use of received data. As the API is developed under open source license, any developers can modify and reuse the API as they see fit. And last but not least, the API is fast and secure, so it allows minimum overhead in the development process. The web wallet application prototype was developed in order to test the functionality of the Komodo Rust API. However, in this process, we developed a new cryptocurrency called Kenny Coins in honor of our friend Kenny, and have been using this coin among ourselves. The web wallet application features a secure registration and login free of SQL injection and cross-site scripting. It connects to the Komodo blockchain server using the RPC configuration available in the settings. You can send and receive Kenny coins using the web wallet application KPay. KPay also shows all of the transaction histories performed in the past. It also features a wallet address functionality that shows your individual addresses in the blockchain and the amount of virtual currency stored in individual wallet address. It also shows your current balance and the chain that you are connected to. The settings can be used to change the RPC configuration file to connect to a different Komodo server, and the contacts store all of your contact information and their respective wallet address. As part of my senior design project for the honors college, I overtook the task of enhancing security in the application programming interface and the application itself. The API sends all the HTTP requests to the Komodo server using the internet. Any data or messages on the internet can be intercepted by third party, resulting in a man-in-the-middle attack. So in order to combat this problem, I used a HTTP basic authentication, which sends all the sensitive data in an encrypted form, so even if someone intercepts the data, they would not be able to view the data. Another security implementation for the API was data sanitization. For example, if you are sending money to a friend and you put the amount as hello, that's an invalid data for amount. So I implemented some data types specific to the input to enhance the security of the API. As for the security of the application is susceptible to security problems like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and buffer overflows. The SQL injection allows malicious users to inject SQL queries into your database and manipulate your database at will. Cross-site scripting allows malicious users to change the code of your website and mutate your program. The buffer overflow vulnerability allows users to crash your program or direct your program into a different code. In order to prevent from this kind of exploits, I have employed data sanitization methods that checks for SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and buffer overflow codes in the user data and validates it before sending it to the program. In future, we plan to develop an application for mobile platforms and test and improve the functionalities of the KPI application, and also distribute the application and coins to friends and family for fun and testing and also for user feedback. Also, the Komodo Smart Chain API essentials evolve over the time. Some of the functionalities are deprecated while some new functionalities are added. Also, the input and output methods are changed, so we plan to update these changes in our future release. I would like to thank everyone for attending my presentation, and if you have any comments, queries, or suggestions, feel free to reach me out at my LinkedIn, Twitter, or you can email me directly. Thank you very much.